What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new series on the channel. We are going to be doing a Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke challenge, and as you see, Pokemon Silver was released by the Game Freak Company and Pokemon International in the year 2000, the second generation of Pokemon, and my third ever cartridge game that I got from the Pokemon Company ever. So we're going to be Nuzlocking this. Nuzlocking just essentially means there's 3 simple rules to it. Rule number 1, you catch the first Pokemon that you see in a route. If you fail to capture that Pokemon, you just don't get any Pokemon for that route. Route number 2, you must nickname every and all Pokemon that is given to you to build a stronger bond. And rule number 3 of the Pokemon Nuzlocke is that once a Pokemon is considered, or once a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead, and you must either release or box the Pokemon. We will be boxing the Pokemon just because that is a lot easier for me. Plus, we'll use them as HM Mons if none of the Mons in the party are able to learn said HM. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's start a new game. Like I said, growing up, this was my second or third. This was my third console or cartridge game, and as you see, we are playing it off the cartridge exactly. So let's go ahead and set the time here. And so the day-night cycle, which was introduced in this generation, was amazing. Let's go 1 minute. Yeah. So with all that being said, I am going to do a semi-hardcore Nuzlocke, and what does that mean in semi-hardcore Nuzlocke? It means that I will be putting myself to a level cap of the gym trainer's strongest Pokemon. I will not over-level my Pokemon just so I can run through the gym. So whatever the level cap is, that is where we will get all of our Pokemon close to, if not on, once we enter the gym. The other rule that I'll try to abide by is not using healing items in battle. I say try to. I will probably still do it just because I am playing on a cartridge and not on a emulator, so I don't have the ability to hack in rare candies or potions. The only rule that I will not be following is the set guideline where you have to keep your Pokemon in regardless of if it gets switched out, so we will be playing on Switch. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves here, just like we did in the first Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, using our name here. So those are the biggest rules that I will be following in the Pokemon Nuzlocke here. Once again, using Pokemon Silver from Pokemon Stadium 2 as our emulator. So this is going to be all kinds of nostalgia factor for me. And of course, so we have no speed up button as well, so that's another reason why I'll keep everything in set, or in switch mode, not set. Day week. It is Tuesday. So as we get our clock set here, yes, we know how to use a phone. Okay, so now we are going to head over to Pokemon Professor Elm. And one other thing, I will not be doing this for the story. If you want the story, I will try not to spam the A button, but no promises there. So you'll just have to read a little bit faster, just because it is Generation 2. And I think by now we all kind of know what the storyline is. So we're going to go ahead and pick our 3 Pokemon. The least favorite of the bunch is Chikorita. We're not going to be picking Chikorita here. She's weak to the first gym and neutral or weak to the second gym, I believe. So we're not doing that like we did with Bulbasaur in our blue Nuzlocke. It's just not going to happen. So sorry, Chikorita fans, not going to see it in this playthrough. Next up is Totodile, which is probably the fan favorite when it comes to Generation 2. Won't pick that quite yet. And the Pokemon that I grew up playing with the most, Cyndaquil. And you know what? For nostalgia's sake, we will go ahead and pick up Cyndaquil. So just marking that in our notebook here so we can make sure that I just stick to what Pokemon that we encounter and what Pokemon we do not encounter. So let's go ahead and give a nickname to Cyndaquil. The last series, I had a lot of fun with nicknaming them all over with the Power Rangers. We're not doing Power Rangers again here, although I love having Tommy by my side. We are going to do another millennial series, however, and this is going to be a book series / movie series, and probably by giving that and seeing the first letter of Cyndaquil's nickname, you probably already know it is going to be Harry Potter. So let's go ahead and nickname our Cyndaquil Harry. So with Harry by our side, we should be able to go through Johto and Kanto. So there we go. And like I said, I have a notebook of everybody there. If you can read my crappy handwriting, I apologize. But that's how I'll be keeping notes on what Pokemon that we run into and whatnot. I'll try to keep these about 30 minutes long, so if you see me messing around, it's to make sure I'm okay on time and making sure everything is recording properly. So let's go ahead and... Did it freeze up? No. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes with Pokemon Stadium 2, it freezes up on you. So if I question it, that's just what it is. So now we got to go to Cherry Grove City. And of course, since we did not pick up Pokeballs, our Nuzlocke has not officially started. So this is just free grinding to pick up experience for Harry in Route 29, just to see who we can pick up in this route too. So, like I said, pick up Pidgey here, level 3. Now I'm pretty sure we could pick up our Pokeballs if we felt like it. It's over there in Cherry Grove City. We'll find out. Oh, we missed. Okay. This might be bad now. So, just figuring it out. Oh, don't pop the berry. Of course it does. Okay. So that just means we got to pick up a berry in Cherry Grove. So that's not a problem. We pick up 23 experience points. Okay. So, once again, just being able to grind a little bit of free experience with these Pokemon. And just to see what we can pick up here. So, Sentret and Pidgey for Route 29. And it's not bad, obviously. But I do know what Pokemon I want to have in our party, roughly. So there we go. And I gotta be careful now because we will pick up the level 5 Totodile battle on our way back from Cherry Grove City. So maybe I chill out on the running into encounters. Because again, I think it is level 9 for the first gem, which is unfortunate. That is a low level cap considering for Brock we had a level 14 level cap, and now we just lose 5 levels at level 9. So a lot of switch training that's going to be happening in between episodes, so just get used to that. Let's see if I can't pick up. Is this a berry tree? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead, jump down course. Centret, run away from these Pokemon. I do enjoy the sprites of the game. So let's talk to this guy real fast and pick up the map card. The map card is going to help us when it comes to figuring out routes later on in the episode, because like in Generation 1, Generation 2 does not have the routes pop up on us. That doesn't happen until Crystal, unfortunately. Just being able to know what routes we encounter is going to be nice. So once we finish talking to him, we'll get back on our journey, talk to Mr. Pokemon. Company, small gift, map card. There we go. So we pick up the map card, no big deal. And now we can make our way. Let's just check. Let's check. See if we can. Nope, cannot buy Pokeballs yet. So Nuzlocke cannot officially start until we get Pokeballs. I am playing by that rule. I think that is a general rule that everybody follows in the Nuzlocking community. Ooh, Kakuna. So that's something to be wary of. If we run into this Pokemon in Route 30. So again, the day-night cycle kind of hurts us here, because if it was nighttime it would be Rattata and Hoot Hoots. Obviously it helps us with having Surskit or Centret or Pidgey for that. So we just gotta be careful. In Route 29. So I don't think there's another Pokemon we can encounter in Route 29. So we'll battle this Pokemon, talk to Mr. Pokemon, head back to New Bark Town, give Elm the mystery egg, and then just try to make as much headway as we can heading into the final about 17 minutes of the episode. So Poison Sting, let's see how much this actually does. Okay, so we don't get poisoned, which is good. But again, we got to be careful because we're only 3 levels away from that level cap already. And we're going to be switch training, so that's probably going to be the last wild... Ooh, especially if we get that much experience. That's going to be the last wild Pokemon that Harry will be battling for a while. Just because, yeah, grinding. So let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Pokemon here. I am hoping for Pidgey on Route 29. It would help us out a lot. Route 30, I don't know. Because Kakuna or Weedle, it will be a repeat of who we had for Blue, and I don't want to use too many repeat Pokemon, although I will say that's going to be kind of hard because we only added 100 extra Pokemon in Generation 2 from Generation 1. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of repeats. with different nicknames. Because I am going to stick to the Harry Potter lore for Silver. And I forget who we had. I think it was Alpha, our Beedrill, in Pokemon Blue. So Alpha will not be returning if we do pick up a Weedle here. So we get healed up. Let's go ahead before I forget. After we talk to Elm here, give Harry a berry. Pack. Use. Oops, not use. Give. Go. So now he can recover some HP nicely. And let's see. Like I said, just see who we encounter, because that might be our encounter for Route 30. And if it is, I don't know if we go for it or not, because Kakuna only has Harden. At least with Weedle, it's Poison Sting and has an attacking move. Kakuna is obviously the worst case scenario here. Now, if we can get Pidgey somehow, some way, that would be okay too if we don't pick him up in Route 29. But I do want a Route 29 Pidgey. Just because it will be more time to train and grind up levels, especially against these bug-type Pokemon. I think if we have Pidgey, it helps us immensely. So, although level 4 Weedle would not be terrible. So let's go ahead and battle the trainer here as we get... There we go, there we get stopped. And the only other thing I gotta do is make sure that I don't just hit A when I get to name this trainer. Said mystery trainer wants to battle, sends out the Totodile, level 5. Harry is level 6, so probably get... Oh, we miss. It uses Leer, so we're -1 defense. Scratch, how much is this going to do? It does 6. Scratch. Does 6. We get a berry. That missed tackle might hurt us. End up hurting us here. Get it in yellow. Scratch. 8. We missed another tackle. Are you kidding me? And like I said, it's what I'm using. Flame me in the comments if you want for using this. It's not, I never said it was a hardcore Nuzlocke, but RNG is a thing. Oh, we get a crit. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for not missing again. Scratch. It's going to do 6. We outspeed. And thankfully we didn't miss a third time. So, had to use a lot more than I wanted to, but we do pick up some money, which is the whole reason I did that. Would have been 300 if we lost? Probably not. It probably would have been half our money. So, again, that's why I healed up. So let's go ahead and heal once more, because I don't want to go back to Mr. Pokemon's house, because Cyndaquil fainted. So let's go ahead and now head on our way back to Professor Elm's house. Again, want to avoid the tall grass as much as possible. Able to jump down there, which is big time. And then up here, avoiding the grass. And there we are, Luckily, no encounters to run away from, and now we get to talk to Professor Elm again. Oh, I thought it would have auto-generated there. So, let's go ahead and nickname our rival. It is not going to be like Ian. He is, like I said, still in Pokemon Blue. So, I'm going to nickname from another friend of mine. Chris. So Chris is going to be our rival for this route. Let's talk to Elm, get the Pokeballs, and then at least get one encounter. If we can get one encounter today, I will be happy with the time that we have remaining. Although we do still have 10 minutes left. So let's go ahead. Yep. Like I said, this is the only spam like I'll really do. And now we'll get the Pokeballs and start our challenge officially. So we got 5 Pokeballs to catch. Let's go ahead and talk to Mom just so she doesn't interrupt us on our journey. Leaving on an adventure. No, do not save my money. That is, she buys some weird crap with your money. So now that we have Pokeballs, it will trigger this walkthrough. Although I think I could have skipped it if I would have been paying more attention. So let's go ahead and see who we get for Route 29. Once this dude catches this Rattata in one Pokeball. 2, 3. And we catch the Rattata. Or if he catches the Rattata, we don't get to keep it, although I would love a Rattata. Okay, so with all that being said, survey says our Route 29 encounter is Centric. Okay, so obviously not who I wanted. I wanted the Pidgey. And of course, what is going on with Harry and missing the tackles here? So, gets tackle. Does 3. Pokeball. I don't know what to name this thing. 1, 2, 3. Caught the Centret, which is good. The only problem for me now is I don't know what to name the Centret. Okay. Let's see. Now, it's going to be not necessarily a character. It's going to be a house. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. Okay. Hufflepuff the Centret. So that's unlucky. Running into the Centret instead of the Pidgey. Let's go ahead and move Hufflepuff to the front of the party. Yeah. So now I could get another encounter up there. I might do that in the next episode. I do want to get at least one more encounter. Well, I do want to at least get our Route 30 encounter. And there's the Pidgey I wanted. Oh, and it's a female too. So, while I don't like the Sentret, I don't want the Sentret to die. So let's go ahead and... No! Last Blade of Grass, of course. Run away. Are you... Don't kill the Sentret, please. Switch into Harry. Like I said, I want the Sentret to live. So let's go ahead and get him some experience, I guess. If we must. Tackle. Get one more tackle in and then heal up and then get medicine and all that stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to box Harry, I think, here for a little bit. Once we get the Pokemon that I want. I think that might be the play, just so we don't accidentally overlevel. So we'll heal, and then we'll get more Pokeballs, we'll get medicine, and then we'll catch, let's see, there, potions, there. And then we still have the $300 from the rival battle left over. Let's go ahead and pick up our Route 30 encounter. Survey says for Route 30. Pidgey. Okay. And it's level 4. Alright, let's switch into Harry. Switch into Harry. Hit the Pidgey a couple times. And then throw a Pokeball at it. That is the game plan here. So, one more tackle. And then we're going to throw a Pokeball. And it. Press B. Okay, I have the perfect nickname for this Pidgey too. Although it's not now. Are you kidding me? I have to do one more tackle on you? Don't crit it, Harry. Okay. You're in red now, Pidgey. Pokeball. Spamming the B button. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Pidgey. And I did check the nicknames. And even though it is a male Pidgey, its nickname is going to be Hedwig. Like I said, even though it's not now, so let's go ahead and nickname Hedwig. Hedwig the Pidgey. Now let's go ahead and heal up and call it an episode. Like I said, we got our Route 30 encounter, we got our Route 29 encounter. Just have to get Route 31, Dark Cave and Sprout Tower before we head to Faulkner. We'll get those encounters in the next episode. that's going to do it for this one, and I will see you all in that next episode. Peace.